Welcome to the Miami Condo Market Investing Club. This is our fourth monthly seminar. We do these we do it once a month, and it's on the second Wednesday of every month. It happens at noon. It's exclusively for club members. So I want to welcome you to this month's meeting. We're going to be talking about the condo chaos. We'll be talking about everything that's related to the 2025 Condo Association Financial Cliff in the state of Florida, which is basically a bunch of laws that went into effect as a result of the Champlain Towers South collapse and the changes that the legislature has pushed forward to try to make buildings safer, trying to bring some transparency to the associations and basically make it a safe and I'm not going to say warm and welcoming type of community, but a community where a lot of people sort of want to live in. So that'll be the focus. I'm going to really do a deep dive. The event will be cut down into two parts or broken down into two parts. One part is going to deal with what's going on with some of the law changes, 2024 revisions as a result of the Florida legislative session. The other part is going to deal with condo resales, what's going on in that particular market. Everybody who is on this or was invited to this meeting, they were all sent a link last night. I typically send out the links the night before, and I also posted online for the particular story. It's behind a paywall, but because you're a member, you're able to access that. So we will be referring to a lot of those charts that I sent off to you. There's 4 charts. I'll do a deep dive into what's going on with condo resale test, but I wanted to sort of point that out to you. Let me lay out some of the rules of engagement before we sort of get started. I will be taking questions about 1 o'clock or so. So if you have any questions for us, please feel free to start commenting, probably about 12:50 or so. In the meantime, use the chat prompt or the option, which is part of this broadcast. Use it to communicate. You like something I'm saying, you dislike it, let it rip. A thick skin here, used to pushback, not necessarily concerned about it. But about 12:50, if you got a question or a statement, please start to file them in about what is, or submit them. Once 1 o'clock comes, I will then shift over and I'm going to read through what I received basically from 12:50 onward. And I'll try to answer them as best as I can. The meeting should be over about 1:15. At least that's the goal. That's the hope. So again, welcome to the August monthly meeting of the Miami Condo Market Investing Club. I also want to welcome a lot of our new members. We've had a real push in subscriptions within the last month since our July session. I think a lot of that has to do with the deep dive that we've really done into the revisions to the Florida Condo Law. So I'm going to get into some of those. 9 key points came out of it, or nine stories or reports that I put up have come out of it. So we will get into that. And then again, we're going to get into the condo resale stats. But if you're a new member, glad to have you aboard. Hopefully you're going to get a lot of good intel out of it. And, speaking of intel, what I will tell you is the information that we're sort of kicking around, we're sharing with members of the club. It's the same type of information that's basically being put out by the media. I have to tell you in the last month, the amount of media inquiries I've received, whether it be local, state, or national inquiries about what's going on in the Florida condo market, especially as it pertains to condominium association, as well as resale statistics. It's been very impressive. And the reason I point that out to you is a lot of times people don't necessarily buy into something until they see it in print. They see it in writing, if you will. I don't think anybody prints anything anymore, but once they see it in writing, people attach a lot more value to it. So you should know that the information that I'm sharing with you, and I share with you every month, again, on the second Wednesday of every month at noon, when we do these meetings, as well as all the reports that kind of lead up to it. That's the type of stuff that the media is very interested in. Why? Because we're the only ones really kind of doing a deep dive who aren't attorneys. Attorneys are sort of prohibited, maybe because of business reasons, or maybe just simply because of the way the bar oversees things. But attorneys aren't putting out the same type of information we're putting out. And as a result, a lot of groups are coming to us. And as they come to us, media members are coming to us. We're giving them the information. They're then going out and writing the stories. So again, you're getting the information kind of ahead of the curve, if you will. You get material, actionable information. And hopefully you enjoy it. Now, some of it might be a little bit ahead of where you're at, but that's the good thing. There's archives. You can go through the archives as long as you remember. You get access to all those types of stories, and you'll be able to sort of check it out. So I wanted to tell you that. Also, too, I want to welcome our founding members. We have 2 levels effectively of subscribers. One is the monthly, which you'll get a discount if you pay annually. And then we have our founders members. So anybody who's a founders member, I want to give you a special welcome. And what do you get as being a founders member? Well, effectively, you're getting a lot of the same thing as a traditional member, but in addition to that, basically you got access to me. I'm not going to say 24/7, but you have access to me for anything. So if you're a founders member and you need to have a question, there's something you're doing, please feel free to reach out. Email is preferable, or maybe text. My number, 305-321-7383. Everybody else can reach out to me, but the founders members, I'm going to make it a real, it's going to be important for me to get back to you sort of ASAP. Also, too, we do quarterly. We're going to be doing quarterly. It's going to be a quarterly lunch where we bring together the founders members, and I'll bring in somebody maybe in the industry or somebody of some sort of stature. We will be able to sort of break bread, if you will, discuss some of the topics, some of the issues that are going on. So that's something to watch out for. But for all members, let me point out to you that it's September 5th. We're having our next meetup event. Next meetup event is going to go on. It'll be in Miami. It'll be right near Brickell Avenue. It's going to go from 5:30 to 8:30. It's a Thursday, September the 5th. So you'll be seeing some stuff posted. You'll also be getting some emails sort of talking about that event. So I'd encourage you to sort of carve it out on your schedule and look forward to it. What is the meetup? Basically, it's an opportunity for everybody to get together physically, in person. We get some discounts on drinks. We get some discount on food, and sort of kick it around. We did it in June. That was our first one. Over the summer, I was trying to do it quarterly. Probably as we get in the season, we'll be doing it probably every other month. And if there's really a demand, we'll be doing it monthly. Again, an opportunity for people to come together. And if June, our first meetup, was any example of what's to come, basically everybody stayed, the event was supposed to end at 8:30. Everybody stayed on till, 10:30, 11, simply because we were all talking shop. Nobody was selling anybody anything, just sharing information, maybe referrals, this or that. So that's, again, the idea of the club. That's the objective of the club: bring together people who are interested in the South Florida condo market. And basically you have a wealth of knowledge from people who are on the ground in the trenches, able to sort of do what they do, tap into their relationships. And then we hope to be the ones who are providing a lot of statistics to you so you can go out and kind of make your educated decision. If you are a DIYer, you're somebody who wants to do it yourself, maybe you don't want to pay a realtor. Again, remember, commissions structure changes this week. Going forward, they're no longer going to be listing commissions in the multiple listing service. And as a result of that, a lot of buyers will probably try to go it alone. They might not want to necessarily work with a broker. So if you're a DIYer and you're looking for information to sort of bring yourself up to speed because you don't want to work with that buyer broker and you don't want to necessarily pay that commission, we're here to provide the resources for you in terms of the statistics, the monthly meetings, and the meetups. So, welcome aboard. If you were a realtor and you're trying to transition for this new situation, this new climate, this new world we're in, we're also here too. I highly doubt that you're going to be able to get any kind of in-depth, deep dive statistics, as well as analysis, what's going on in the market, anything from any industry trade group or elsewhere. So please feel free to use this as a resource. Let me sort of check out my rules of engagement. If there's anything else I wanted to mention. Oh yeah. Next monthly meeting, that's going to be Wednesday, September the 11th at noon. Remember, the second Wednesday of every month is when we do these meetings. And the meeting is based on all of the work that was done in the prior 4 weeks or so, just to kind of give you an idea related to that. Anything else on my list? Nope. I think that is about it. So let's begin our deep dive into what's going on in the condo market with a focus on the 2025 Condo Association Financial Cliff. We'll start off with 9 stories reports that I did in the last month. I'll give you some analysis, what's going on. And then second half or so, we're going to get into the resale statistics. And again, the resale statistics, they're going to be on that link that I sent you, or you can simply go to the Substack page, which is peterzalewski.substack.com. Click on there. You'll see the first story. It's right in front of you, a big, beautiful picture of me. Click on that. And because you are a member behind the paywall, you're going to see all the charts that I'll be referring to, just to sort of keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the stories and the reports that I've written the last month.